like I need a new haircut going into next year. that's what I feel right now. I don't know, bro. I might have to switch it up or something. But we at the end, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. As you get older, these years go by quicker. That's how like life works. Like I don't know what happened. When you like a kid, it seemed like time passed by slower. As you get older and older, these years go by quicker and freaking quicker. We are at the end of 2023, my brothers and sisters. That's why you suckers saying, bro, 2025, we gotta wait till 2025 for GTA 6. We got that's nothing for 20. I guarantee you, by the time we look up again, we gonna be damn near through like July of 2024. Like, bro, these years pass by quick, man. Yeah, man, we at the end of 2023. I don't know about you guys, but oh, what a year it was. Oh, what a year. I mean, you want me to start with the good or the bad first? Like, I could really go in either direction. I could go straight to the struggle, or I could go to the good stuff. I guess let's start with the good. Let's start with the good, man. One, I do feel like I achieved a lot this year. I really do feel like I have, man. For one, I really started to feel like this year I really began to enjoy content creation again. Not that I didn't always enjoy it, because I mean I've at this point I've been doing this for freaking 15 plus years now. I've always enjoyed doing content creation, but as you have been doing it for so long, it does start to, even though you do enjoy it and you get paid from doing it, it does start to feel like a chore. Sometimes you have content creation burnout. And I kind of feel like last year was the kind of beginning of me starting to, kind of have that appreciation for it again. But this year, man, I really feel like I started to kind of have that fire for it again, and like really enjoy the process of what content creation is, because it is something that you always have to, especially like these days, bro. Like, people want something like quick, and if you're not that type of person, like, content creation can definitely start to feel kind of like a job. And but yeah, I really do feel like this year I really started to enjoy content creation again. Everything just seemed to flow more easier, and I was just enjoying it more, and the ideas were coming quicker, and I was like, oh, I could do a vid about this, I could do a vid about this. Like, I still have, like, because I always like write down like my ideas that I have for like vids that I want to do, bro. I still got a whole list of stuff that I ain't even touched yet. And like before, years back, like I would always kind of get in this paralysis of like, you have stuff you want to like talk about, but it's like you just like looking like, what can I talk about? Like, you got a whole like list of ideas, but it's like you simply can't choose. I feel like you deal with that a lot in content creation, and that's what I was dealing with, a few years back. And I feel like this year again, it was just like coming quick. I was like, let's do a vid about this, let's do a vid about this. And in turn, I feel like I uploaded a lot more this year. I felt like I seen a lot more comments saying, yo, gamer, you are consistent, bro. Yo, yes sir, this consistency. Like, people would say that I was more consistent, and I always felt like I was consistent on, I might not upload every damn day. I still don't like doing that. I can't upload every day or every other freaking day. I don't like doing that. When I tried to do that, I got burnout. So I don't really feel like, I mean, I do feel like I upload a little bit more frequently, but I never felt like I was inconsistent. At least me, really. But I seen a lot of comments like, like that this year. And I do feel like I was uploading more this year. And with that, I had a lot more sponsorships this year with companies, I freaking got into the freaking one of my favorite new ventures. I got into e-bikes this year. Y'all know how I love my e-bikes, and I'm trying to have a garage full of them, right? So I got into e-bikes this year, and are working with companies and getting free e-bikes sent to me to review, and getting all these sponsorship opportunities this year. So yeah, I really feel like content creation for me, because again, with like, as long as I've been doing this, and like probably a lot of other not like big time content creators can feel like this, when you've been doing this for a long time and you don't feel like you've ever got your just due, or just more recognition than you think that you have right now, you do start to get like demotivated. You start to lose motivation for this, and like you're like, yo, I've been doing this for this long and this is all I got. I'm just being real. Like, this is what goes through your head when you've been doing content creation for a while, and you're not really getting the amount of effort and work you're putting into it. You don't feel like you're getting that back. You got to constantly remind yourself, and this is just like a life thing, not just YouTube, but you have to stop comparing what you're doing and the results that you're seeing to others. And that is like, I feel like that is one of the toughest things to do in just like life. Like, people are always comparing their life to someone else's, especially in this era of social media that we live in. People are always doing that. I'm still in this area of where I'm a gaming channel, but there's a lot of, well, not a lot of times, but there's times to where I don't like to talk about games, like, no more. Like 24/7, I don't like to talk about games. The junk get boring to me. So I'm in this area of where I like the e-bike stuff that I do, and I want to get deeper into that. I really enjoy that stuff, and like biking and stuff like that. And I'm in this area to where like I want to upload more content like that on this channel. But I do see when I always upload it, of course, I don't get as much views on them. And, when you have a vid that performs bad, it can kind of hurt the next vid. So you're kind of stuck in this spot to where, like, I know this is what they want to see, but I don't always want to talk about this. And sometimes, let's be honest, gaming is dry sometimes, and there's nothing to talk about. So it's like, when stuff like that is going on, it's like, how do you maneuver that? So I'm kind of in that area too, to where like, starting to see, well, been starting to see, but I've had a good year this year with the whole gaming aspect of my channel, but I'm trying to also get into like new stuff too. So I'm trying to kind of see how I navigate that, I guess. But yeah, I feel like, as far as like for what I do, my career of being, like, honestly, because I never went to college, my career of being a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer and a content creator, like, I feel like I had a great financially. I had a good year both on YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, man, to my fellow content creators out there, man, that's been putting in work for years, trying to grow their channel or trying to start up a channel, whatever, keep on doing it, man. I know at times it gets frustrating. You lose the passion for it, you lose the motivation for it. You will be like, bro, I ain't seeing the results. I know all that junk gets frustrating. Keep doing it. At the end of the day, keep grinding. Do it because you love it. Stop comparing yourself to others. It does nothing for you in the long run but make you feel worse. Like, you have to, at the end of the day, not just on YouTube, in life, you have to do stuff because you want to do it, because you enjoy it. Don't do it with the sake of, well, I'm trying to blow up, I'm trying to make money. Like, I mean, we all want to make money at the end of the day, but don't let that be the driving force of why you do it. You gotta still do it because it's something you want to do, man. Not a bad. There's always bad, right? You're always gonna have the good with the bad with the good. That's just how life is. So Yeah, I mean, we all have our struggles, bro. We all have them. You know, the year ain't freaking perfect, or at least I haven't experienced a year yet that has been completely perfect from beginning to end. And this is how I know. Well, I'll get into that later. But as far as the bad, yeah, like mental hurdles, I feel like everything that I deal with now that like affects me is like 90% mental. Like most of the stresses and like struggles that I have, at least in my life, are when like I think about it, are all 90% mental. And you know, I had a lot of mental hurdles this year, man. Issues in the family with people not getting along and that affecting you in the long run, to just like everyday life stresses of what, you know, we go through and what we think about, to I mean, bro, I still have days to where like I can like have a great day, and then the next day I'll have like this phase to where I'm like just sitting like, yo, what the frick am I doing in life? Like, what is all this for? Like, is that just me? Like, I can literally have a day to where like, or a week to where like I'm productive and I'm getting stuff done, and you know, email and companies and stuff like that, and I'm like productive and getting stuff done and making money and you know trying to have a social life and stuff like that, and then like a day will just come up and I'm just like like I'm just sitting in like darkness, like inside my room the whole day, like, yo, what the freak am I doing with my life? What is all this for? Like I still have days like that. And I remember a few years back when I would have days like that, I would be depressed for like weeks. And it would like linger around until like I literally had to like, you know, if you guys deal with depression some of the times where like you literally, like, true depression is when you literally feel like you don't want to do anything, you don't want to move, you don't want to move, you don't want to eat, you just don't want to do anything, you're just existing in this empty vessel of yourself. Like the only way you can get out, you literally have to pull yourself out of that freaking funk and do something. At least that's what I had to do when I would, you know, go through those phases. And when, you know, those moments would come a few years ago, I remember how hard it was for me to snap myself out of it. Now, like when I have days like that, it doesn't linger around like it used to. And this is why I really feel like the years that I had before, this is why I like I don't know if I'm about to sound like a unk because I'm starting to see a lot more of my viewers be like, hey, what's up, unk? Unk 2323. Hey, what's up, unk? Shut the hell up, sucker. I ain't an unk yet. But yes, I mean, bro, like all jokes aside, like we're all struggling at the end of the day. And some of us have bad months, bad days. Some of us have bad years. It seems like nothing ever goes right for us. But I really feel like those years that I had, like especially back in 2016, where I was like crying in like the video, probably one of my worst years ever. Like those bad years that I had, I truly feel like I'm seeing the results of those years now, because mentally I remember where I was back in those times. And if the stuff that I was going through this year, I was still in that mind state that I was in those years, that junk would have like, dog, that junk would have like affected me so much more so than it has this year. So I really feel like those bad years you have, and you might feel like you're just like your life is just freaking dookie water, freaking dookie juice, shit. But those years build you up if you know stay on the course and try to, you know, keep doing what you're doing, and don't try to get into no bad stuff and no bad situations. it builds you up into a stronger person, both physically and mentally, especially. I'm starting to see the results of this junk now. Because I'm like, bro, there's no way with some of the stuff that I was going through this year mentally and, with family, that like I just felt like I should have been way more down in the dumps this year than I actually was. Like, that's crazy to say, but like I was like literally shocked, like during multiple months of this year, like, why am I feeling like okay? Like, shouldn't I be feeling like like shit right now? I don't know like how else to like explain it. There were like times this year to where I'm like, yo, I should not be like this like calm and collected right now. I should be like crying or like freaking locked in a way in the room somewhere, but I wasn't. For whoever had a bad year this year or bad multiple years, bro, I promise you, if you stay the course and keep trying to doing what and keep trying to do what are you doing, trying to work on whatever goals you have, and just try to stay the course and not let outside distractions, and bad energies in the world take you over. Telling you will start to see the results in some way or form, some fashion. You're going to see the results. So yeah, that's like bad stuff that I was going through this year, but it's kind of ended up being good because I'm like, oh snap, I went through this, but it's not the same no more. It doesn't linger around as long. It's actually crazy how much more positive and optimistic I am today than I was I felt like I was definitely more. I mean, I wasn't like a freaking miserable person, but I make a effort when I'm like out in like the world to always start up small talk with people. It could be men or women. I just try to connect more. I try to make an effort to connect more with people, just to check up on people, because we don't do that no more. And I always try to connect with people and try to be nice to people, and in turn it makes me feel better. I have noticed though, just when I like be out on walks or like ride or like riding my bikes, like a lot of women don't. How should I say? How should I say this nicely? Like when I start up like just like small talk with like dudes and stuff, like it seems like they appreciate it more. And not saying like every single like woman I try to come across is a like this. No, like I like there are nice women out there as well. But I've personally noticed like a lot of times when you're just saying like hey good morning to to somebody, to someone, or just trying to like smile at someone, like a lot of women just seem like they're way more like I don't know what to say, like cold or something, or they just don't react the same. Like I don't know. But you can't let stuff like that affect you, because I have I have had instances like that with guys as well, to where like I'm asking them about how their day is, and just trying to be nice to them and start up like small talk, and they ain't trying they ain't trying to hear it, and I realize that some people can like be going through it, and they ain't trying to have that type of energy, like sucker, who are you? I don't know you. Like I get it, but like that's just something that I have like noticed, as I started trying to be more positive and try to put more more positivity out in the world, that the reaction you get from men and women are like really different with that. So, but yeah, trying to be more positive in this world. I feel like these days it's getting tougher and tougher to be positive. Like it really is, bro. It feels like it gets tougher and tougher to be positive in this world and trying to be nice to people. And again, I do feel like that's why you have a lot of people that's just kind of like closed off into themselves and cold, Because this world is ugly as we know it. But I guess I made that conscious decision back in like 2020. Like, bro, there's so much negativity in the world going on right now. I feel like if everyone can just do their small part of just trying to put something good in the world, it could be just a small act of saying, hey, good morning to your freaking neighbor, or saying, hey, I like that shirt or something. Like, if we can all just do that, I feel like there's just too much negative energy in the world. So that's why I try to put like that effort out there. But yeah, it's definitely hard to be like that every single day. It definitely is, and I'm not like that every single day, but I try to make the effort to do it. And another thing, like, sometimes I get in those phases to where I just feel like the repetition of life is just so, like, it gets mind numbing at times. So we're like, or think about it, we literally be waking up doing the same junk every day. Most days, you might plan a trip or a vacation to go somewhere or whatever just to get away. But most days, think about it, we do the same junk most days. You wake up, freaking brush your teeth, get ready, go to work, eat, go home, do the same thing all over again. And like, sometimes I like have moments to where like that feeling like overcomes me. And again, it gets me in like that state of, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? So I have like a lot of moments like that. And, yeah, I'm planning to travel a lot more and stuff like that. And you can do all of that and stuff. But again, most of the days that we spend living is really doing the same junk day in, day out, unless you plan, a little, unless you got the money just to travel every freaking day and be in a new freaking place, which most of us don't. That's how it is. So as far as like the hurdles and mental stuff that I've been dealing with this year, that's been some of the stuff. But again, like I said, even though I've been going through stuff like that, it doesn't linger around in my thoughts and like affect my well-being like it used to. And yeah, so that leads me into I guess the final thing that I want to touch on in this video. I don't know what you guys are going through in your personal lives, because we all got our own BS that we deal with on a daily basis. But whatever, if you had a good year this year, if you had a bad year this year, you could have been down horrendous this year or been up this year. No matter how your year was, we have to be able to take the good with the bad. Again, I personally do not believe you can have a 100% good year. There's no such thing. That's just not how it works. At least not that I've seen yet. At least not that I've seen. If you could have 365 days of pure success and happiness, please give me the secrets to what you are doing. I need to know. The bad with the good, the yin with the yang. You can't have one without the other. Kingdom Hearts taught me that. So yeah, man, like there's gonna be times throughout the year to where things are going really good for you, or solid for you, and you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and then all of a sudden you might have a few bad days, you might have a few bad weeks, a few bad months, maybe you might even have a bad year. That doesn't mean like it always has to be like that. I and again, it's taken me years years to get to this point, but those bad years, I don't think those are wasteful years. Those can be years to where you truly see growth in your character, and you grow into a stronger person. You learn more about yourself. I don't consider bad years or bad days or bad weeks or bad months to be as wasteful as I used to think that they were. What's that a saying? something like you learn more when you lose than you win, or something like that. There's like a lot of quotes like that, but I'm really starting to see like what that truly means now. Like sometimes when you down in like the dumps and like you going through it, that's really when like you can take that opportunity to really, you know, have self-improvement and learn more about yourself and become stronger. And you know, it's easy to be happy and you know be all cheerful when things are going right, you know, and things are going good. It's easy to do that, but what are you going to do when it's not like that? And it's not going to be like that 100% of the time. I feel like those are the moments that make you appreciate the good Wait, hold on. He said, not only that. Am I preaching today? Is a brother preaching in this second, my brothers and sisters? Can I get an amen on that one? Those are the moments to where it really makes you appreciate the good moments more because you've been through the struggle. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you right now? You better be. So even if you had a bad year this year, a bad few past months, a bad few past weeks, a few bad days, or you went through a breakup this year with a relationship, or you know someone passed away this year, and it sucks because that's just a part of life. I had loved ones that passed away this year too. You know, whatever you've been through this year, my brother, my sister, that don't mean that that's the end of your story. That just means that that is a chapter that is closed. You keep on going forward. Your story is what you want it to be. You can either make the next few chapters lit, or the next few chapters might be down and depressing, but the chapters keep on going. This freaking life thing, whatever the hell this is, this junk keeps going until it can't go no more. When we all die, because it is inevitable, you know, then our story is over. Until you freaking 6 feet into the ground, you can make whatever, and it's going to be hard sometimes, but you make your own life and your own story what you want it to be. You keep going, you keep pushing, you know, it's honestly insane that I like I'm literally saying this like thinking back to like where my mindset was a few years ago. And it's like, it's easy to say stuff like this. It's hard to apply it though. That's the biggest thing. Like a lot, I really feel like a lot of us like know when we're doing bad, or know when we're not doing the right thing, or know when, you know, we are a piece of crap to people. I feel like we all know that. Like just inherently, we all know when we're not doing something right. The hard part is applying yourself and actually making the effort to change that. And I do feel like over the years, I have put forth the effort to get to where I'm at right now. I really do. And I can feel my eyes tearing up just a little bit as I say that. But yeah, man. So like, again, I don't know how y'all year was this year. I'm sure we are all going through something, bro. It seems like life is getting tougher and tougher just to get through the day. Like freaking inflation. It seems like we all broke and poor now. Like we can't afford nothing. You can't have fun. You're always working, work. Like no time to yourself. Like it's hard, man. It like really is hard. But I'll leave it at this. I want everybody, whoever watched this video until this point, I want you guys to write down in chat. I'm gonna ask you a question. I want everyone to write down at least one thing. What is something that you learned about yourself this year? No matter how your year was, if you had a good year or a bad year, what is one thing that you kind of found out more about yourself this year, or learned about yourself that like, yo, I didn't even know that I was capable of doing this, or like I didn't even know that I had this in me, or you know, you surprised yourself with something that you did. Write down something that you learned about yourself this year, and let's all go into the next year with, you know, a clear mindset, freaking positive vibes, because Lord knows this world needs it right now. Let's all go into next year, you know, I don't know about y'all. I don't do the New Year's resolutions no more. I don't do the whole new year, new me, them freaking suckers that go to the gym the first week of the new year and it's packed, and then the next week is dead. Like, I don't do none of that stuff no more. I don't even like, and my sisters love doing this. I personally can't stand it no more. Like, they always be like, what's your goals for this year? Maybe it's a woman thing. Like, my mom likes doing it. My sisters like doing it. They literally like to gather and like we all share like our freaking goals and dreams for the freaking next year. I hate doing that. I just like of course, I always make mental notes of things that I want to do for the next year, but I don't like put it out no more. I don't advertise it. I don't speak on it. I just work in silence pretty much. And I feel like that's been working for me. Like, I don't try to, you know, set, you know, unrealistic expectations of I'ma just drop this year. You're like, because I've tried to do that before, and it just doesn't work like that. Like, it is a everyday process, especially when you're trying to, you know, break bad habits you have or whatever, try to change who you are. That is something you have to work on daily. You just can't. I mean, I guess some people can do it if you have the willpower to do it, but it's hard to just completely just cold turkey become a new person as soon as the year starts. It just don't work like that. It just doesn't. So, you know, I try to keep stuff to myself and work in silence. And I feel like over the years, I've seen the results of that. And I like the results that I've seen. So I'm going to just continue doing that. So yeah, man, I guess this will be my last video of 2023, man. 2023 was definitely a ride, a freaking roller coaster ride, the freaking ups and the definite downs of what life is and what 2023 was for a lot of people, man. All of the people that's been that has been supporting me on my channel since what, freaking late 2008, man. What a ride it has been, man. I don't know how long I'm gonna continue doing this. I don't know what the future holds. I still love doing this, but you know, however long I could keep on doing this, that's how long I'm gonna keep on doing it. And I appreciate you guys for always supporting me throughout the years, man. And yeah, I wish I had some a freaking toast, a freaking glass of wine or something, but I don't got no oh, I actually do got this next to me. Let's do a toast. I got this Buc-ee's cup when I went to yo, who know about Buc-ee's? I went to Buc-ee's when I went to Texas this year, and I was like, yo, this place is freaking huge. But let's do a toast to 2023. We all got through it. I know a lot of us might be looking all disheveled and messed up. Like, some people might come like we are at the end of this year. Some of us might be looking crazy and crusty right now. However you look right now, that is okay. The next year, the next year, we all gonna have the glow up. It is okay to look crusty and dusty at the end of the year. It is. And don't make people feel like, you know, you're less than if you do. Some of us this year has beat us up. Some of us these years went pretty well. Some of us was in the middle. However this year went for you, that is not the end of your story.
I have to finish the story.
Okay, let's say that before I keep on ranting. I love you guys. Happy New Year to you guys, and let's all continue to strive for greatness. All right. Till my next video, my brothers and sisters. I will catch you suckers in 2024.